Sonnet 1 to 8 by William Shakespeare. How oft when thou my music playest upon that blessed wood, whose motion sounds with thy sweet fingers, when thou gently swayest the weary concord that mine ear confounds. Do I envy those jacks that nimble leap to kiss the tender inward of thy hand? Whistle my poor lips, which should that harvest reap at the wood's boldest by thee blushing stand. To be so tickled, they would change their state and situation with those dancing chips, or whom thy fingers walk with gentle gait, making dead wood more blessed than living lips. Since saucy jacks so happy are in this, give them thy fingers, me thy lips to kiss. The expanse of spirit in a waste of shame is lust in action until action. Lust is perjured, murderous, bloody, full of blame, savage, extreme, rude, cruel, not to trust. Enjoy it no sooner, but despised straight, past reason hunted, and no sooner had, past reason hated, as a shallowed bait, on purpose laid to make the taker mad. Mad in pursuit, in the possession so had, having in quest to have extreme, a bliss is proof, and proved a very woe, before a joy purposed behind a dream. All this the world well knows, yet none knows well to shun the heaven that leads men to this hell. My mistress' eyes are nothing like the sun. Coral is far more red than her lips red. If snow be white, why then her breasts are dun. If hairs be wires, black wires grow on their head. I have seen roses damasked red and white, but no such roses see I in her cheeks, and in some perfumes is there more delight than in the breath that from my mistress reeks. I love to hear her speak, yet well I know that music hath a far more blessed, pleasing sound. I granted I never saw a goddess go. My mistress, when she walks, treads on the ground, and yet by heaven I think my love as rare as any she bleeded with false compare. Thou art as tyrannous, so as thou art, as those whose beauties proudly make them cruel. For well thou knowest, to my dear dawning heart, thou art the fairest and most precious jewel. Yet in good faith some say that thy face hath not the power to make love groan. To say the I dare not be so bold, although I swear it to myself alone. And to be sure that is not false, I swear 1,000 groans, but thinking on thy face, one of another's neck do witness bear. Thy black is fairest in my judgment's place. In nothing art thou black save in thy deeds, and thence is slender as I think proceeds. Thine eyes I love, and they as pitying me, knowing thy heart torments me with disdain. have put on black and love a mourner's be, looking with pretty ruth upon my pain. And truly not the morning sun of heaven better becomes the gray cheeks of the east, nor that full star that ushers in the even doth half that glory to the sober west, as those two morning's eyes become thy face. Oh, let it then as well beseem thy heart to mourn for me, since morning doth thee grace, and suit thy pity like in every part. Then will I swear beauty herself is black, and all they foul that thy complexion lack. Beshrew that heart that makes my heart to groan, for that deep wound it gives my friend and me. It isn't not enough to torture me alone, but slave to slavery my sweetest friend must be. Me from myself thy cruel eye hath taken, and my next self thou hardened hast, and growest of him, myself and thee. I am forsaken, a torment thrice, threefold thus to be crossed. Prison my heart in thy steel bosom's ward, but then my friend's heart let my poor heart bail. Whoe'er keeps me, let my heart be his guard. Thou canst not then use rejoice in my goal, and yet thou will, for I, being pent in thee, perforce am thine, and all that is in me. So now I have confessed that he is vain, and I myself am mortgaged to thy will, myself I'll forfeit, so that other mine thou wilt restore, to be my comfort still, but thou wilt not, nor he will not be free. For thou art covetous, and he is kind. He learned but surely like to write for me, under that bond that he as fast doth bind. The statue of thy beauty thou wilt taken, thou assure that puttest forth all to use, and sue a friend come debtor for my sake, so him I lost through my unkind abuse. Him have I lost, thou hast both him and me. He pays the whole, and yet am I not free. Whoever hath her wish, thou hast thy will, and will to boot, and will to overplus. More than enough am I that vex thee still, to thy sweet will making addition. Thus wilt thou, whose will is large and spacious, not once vouchsafe to hide my will in thine, shall will in others seem right gracious, and in my will no fair acceptance shine. The sea all water yet receives rain still, and in abundance a death to his store. So thou being rich in will, add to thy will one will of mine, to make thy large will more. Let no unkind, no fair, be searchers kill, think all but one, and me in that one will.